Yo, Michael T. Porter here. Welcome to Rooted in Music TV, where everything that we talk about, everything that we discuss is rooted in music. I got another bomb episode for y'all, but before I begin, hit that like button, subscribe button, and share button. Hit that notification bell so you know when I am dropping. And if you like to support the mission, support the culture, support your favorite independent artist, Cash App, $ Michael US. Don't want to go to the majors because they rubbing their artists down with baby oil. Hey, Jim Jones. Jim Jones versus Nas. What y'all think about that? Jim Jones says he is better than Nas. He's better than anybody. He's gonna choose himself every time, as he should, as an MC, as a hip hop, as a competitive sport. Hip hop as a competitive environment. From breakdancing is competitive. From DJing is competitive. From MCing is competitive. What happened to just getting behind that mic and putting out the best work? My art form against your art, and we respect one another and go about our business. But Jim Jones is coming at Nas' neck. Jim Jones is coming at Nas' neck, and every other nigga who think that Jim Jones ain't that nigga. He said, check my records on the billboards. Ooh, let's see what Jim Jones talking about. Let's see what Jim Jones is talking about. Y'all let me know. Let's dive into this thing. How y'all doing out there? Rooted in Music family. Tell somebody about the channel. Tell somebody. I need y'all. Tell somebody. Let's get involved. Let's see. This according to hiphopdx.com. If you guys want to check out the article. Let's see. Just a little. Now, I don't know if they're going to copyright, so let's see.
Came to dressing, the wordplay, the music, everything. I was a superior Nas fan. Period. I'd never take that away from him. But then as I got in the game, you got to realize that your rivals would be idols, and not to take anything away from that. I developed my own style and my own lane that these kids start to gravitate towards the same way I gravitated towards Nas when I was younger and things like that. It's a whole different generation. We're talking about 94. 93, I was in 11th grade. Nigga, it's 2025. There's a big gap there, you know what I mean? And I want people to understand that. So when Shorty's telling people that, yeah, he's 20-some years old, that goes to show the part of the era that he's in, that I came into light and started going crazy, that these kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03.
Not all of them. Some of them know. But
you know what I mean?
A lot of them know.
Yes.
But it's the era.
Some music.
No,
there's some kids that.
No, I love that.
There's some kids that love hip hop.
20, so I mean,
but your kid, he's your son.
He's your son.
You know?
He's your son.
No, but he knows.
My son can't tell you one Nas record.
Ooh.
You know, like let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
like,
let's keep
it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck because you'll bring it up. There must be some type of misconception or what's that word when it comes to Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. A lot of these rappers,
we made them take the darkies off.
A lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job, and I take nothing away from them. But they forget I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself, gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. No diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones.
So now you see Jim Jones is going in because he pretty much saying, dude, I'm not no flunky. I did my own projects. And he was, and to be honest, Jim Jones was very respectful, but he just feeling himself as he's supposed to. He's a confident MC. Talk your shit.
Check my track record, then check everybody else's track record, then go to the billboards and check all my entries, then check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody, but I hear the comparisons and the niggas be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into numbers and I got to show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard them. You want to go to the billboard entries, pull up Nas billboard entries, and pull up my billboard entries.
Listen, we can't compare the two. What I'm trying to tell you is
I want to go there. I want to go down the line now because I've been going down the line. He's a rapper and I'm a rapper.
Listen,
let's go statistically.
It feels great.
No, but I want to go statistically because
all right, can I say something?
Because when people be like,
I feel the same way.
And this is where Jim Jones said he's a rapper and I'm a rapper. This is traditional hip hop. See, these New York, they all from New York. Fat Joe and everybody, they all from New York. So he pretty much saying, check my billboards, check Nas billboard, entries, and there's no comparison. There's really no comparison. So when you look at what's going on here, which I like my opinion, which I like some of this Rooted in Music TV commentary. Well, of course, that's why your ass is here. If you're really looking at it, Jim Jones is traditional MC. It's New York, it's Harlem, it's Bronx, it's Brooklyn, it's Queens. This is where it all started. So Jim Jones is still carrying that 1980s swag, that late 70s, 1980s, especially the mid 80s when hip hop was really, really cracking. The Adidas sweatsuits, the MCing, the wordplay is just the metaphor. They come from that era. Like I said, breakdancing, graffiti is hip hop. It was fun. It was creative and it's competitive. That's it. Hip hop will always be that way. We losing sight of that. How did it go from that to drill? I mean, it just to Lil Nas X, not Nas from Queen. I'm talking about Lil Nas X, the Country Road, the little funny boy. But I ain't seen nothing wrong with Jim Jones saying if Jim Jones feels he can go at Nas, he can go at Nas. Now, me personally, y'all want to know my opinion. Nas, I've listened to more. I'm gonna be fair. I like Nas. I listened to a lot of Nas later in my life. I was a huge Tupac fan and Bone Thugs and Harmony fan. That's what I like. That's what I rock to. I'm a West Coast nigga, and we're gonna bump that West Coast sound, right? If you're from the South, I'm pretty sure one of your favorite rappers is gonna be a down South rapper. If you're from the Midwest or East Coast, I'm pretty sure if you're from the Midwest, your favorite rapper is gonna be probably Tech Nine, Eminem, Bone Thugs, somebody from the Midwest. If you're a New York nigga, your favorite artist probably gonna be Rakim, Biggie, one of them. That's just how it goes, right? But I love everybody across the world, across the United States, who's really putting in that work for rapping, right? I didn't listen too much of Jim Jones. Based off what I hear from Jim Jones, the few tracks that I did, when Jim Jones gets really in his bag, see, Jim Jones makes hits. And this is what Jim Jones is talking about. Now, I think Jim Jones is talking about hits. Far as the beats, Jim Jones has a better beat selection than Nas. Even everybody knows the New York beats are dry. This is where another reason why the South took over the hip hop, because New York niggas, they can rap. They are the pioneers, the wordplay, but it was like a lot of very intelligent rap over some dry beats, and it sounded like a professor class. It sounded like you were in an actual college campus. Real intellectual, real dry, real boring, but the potency was there. The potency and the intelligence was at 100%. But the beat selection, if you have to rate from 1 to 10, intellectual, metaphors, mind opening, originality, they hit everything but the beats. It's something about the beats. It just destroyed the essence of what the New York niggas was saying. This is where the South came in. See, the South, they're intelligent because they talk slow in the South. They talk slow. They ride around on their tractors and horses, right? They got gold teeth, big booty black girls, got a blunt in their hand. It's the South, nigga. It's the South. It's dirty. It's hot. Get in where you fit in. So even though the potency may not be there, and there's a lot of Southern, I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just talking shit about the South, because New York niggas hate the South for some reason. In the South was still kind of open to the New York, but the South don't mess with the East Coast because the beats suck. The beats suck. I'm gonna keep it real, New York. The beats suck. The potency in the South, the substance and the subject matter may be at a 2, but the beats were at an 8 to 10. It's just nothing less than an 8. If you rate the beat, boom, 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 that is like who is that? That shit banging, bro. That shit banging. The South took over with the grills and the beats. Still tipping on fofos is real simple. Like I said, they're not as intellectual as New York rappers. the subject matter, but the beats and what they talking about. We grinding, we getting this money, and everybody can relate, and it's relatable. The beats are good, it's relatable, it's simple, and it's memorable. New York, how this all ties into New York and Jim Jones. Jim Jones is on the line of the beats, and now so even though his beats were way better than Nas's subject matter was far superior than Jim Jones. Now, to be fair, I haven't listened to all their songs, just the songs that I've listened to. Now, flow, Jim Jones wins again. Nas later on developed a killer flow. I listened to this one song, I Gave You Power, talking about the gun, right? Nas has always been a lyricist, bars for bars, metaphors, 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 metaphors. But he has some dope tracks on Illmatic, Ether, but even when he went after Jay-Z with Ether, the potency, the metaphors are there. No flow. I've listened to Nas. His flow gotten so much better when he got older, much older. And it's okay. Eminem's flow switched up. He didn't make Rap God till he was 40, almost 40. How's Eminem? Eminem's 53. He didn't make Rap God till he was 40. Think about that. See, when we were coming up, rapping past 30, that was insane because you're a grown-ass man. Were you a grown-ass man with a family talking about smoking dope and hanging out and gang banging? But now there's there's a slight retardation in the black community. So this is why niggas is coming out the thug life much later. You know, things have gotten more expensive. So niggas have been in the streets much longer. You know, the average rent now is $5,000 across America. So we in the trenches much longer. It's okay. It's okay. But the reason I'm saying is Nas's flow, beat selection, he loses again to Jim Jones. Jim Jones, there's a song called Twin Towers with Busy Bone. Even if you listen to Jim, when I'm saying when Jim Jones gets serious and he wants to flow, Jim Jones can flow. Didn't you hear We Set the Trends? We Set the Trends in Twin Towers. Now, you name me a song where Nas is flowing. I mean, just flowing and flowing and flowing. Whether he's just talking about just regular everyday stuff, hustling and getting money and materialism, just the basic stuff, or even if you want to be on an intellectual level, name a song where Nas is flowing over a good beat. Jim Jones knows how to flow over a good beat. Even when Jim Jones is not flowing, he's still making hits far as stuff to make people, stuff that people can relate to, stuff that people really want to hear about. Because to be honest, everybody's different. You know, most people are just simple. You know, this is why the South was so powerful, because most people just simple, want to get money, sleep with a lot of women. This is how they view here: sleep with a lot of women, nice cars, get some money, and then hopefully you get right with God. That's it. But when you talk about breaking down the social construct and the history lessons and all that, really getting deep, that's Nas. That's not Jim Jones. So it's like I said, the youngsters gravitate. See, the youngsters today, when they took the revolution out of hip hop, Nas, Tupac, Rakim, Bone Thugs, all Ice Cube, Public Enemy, that was the revolutionary era of hip hop. Blended with with the break dancing, blended with the graffiti, blended with the DJ. It was all this gumbo of authenticity and creativity. So if I want to listen to somebody flow over a nice beat, and when I want to talk about, I'm in my grind mode. I want to look good. I want to smell good. I want some good looking women around me. The things I feel that make me a man on the outside. See, the things that Jim Jones talked about is on the outside. Getting money, looking fresh. And a lot of people, especially if you're a youngster, you want to look good. You want to get out your mama house. You want to experience women. You want to, look good in front of your homies. You want to stunt from the gram. That's the type of music that Jim Jones make you feel good about getting some goddamn money. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with getting yourself some goddamn money, because America is all about some goddamn money. That's why everybody can relate to the down south rap. This is why everybody can relate to Cash Money. This is why everybody can relate to No Limit. Money, money, gold. We want some goddamn money. And the results of working hard, you always see Jim Jones with his grill and his jewelry. I mean, youngsters coming out the ghetto, they want that. Young, really, real youngsters, say from 20 to 26. They want that. From 15 to 26, them lions, they want that. So they gravitate towards it. They don't want to hear about history lessons and fight the power and all that. They want that money and women and cars to make you feel good on the outside. Where Nas talk about the things that a man should desire in the inside. Working on your mind, working on your spirit, working on your body. Tapping into your manhood during tough times, how to get through tough times. Togetherness, unity, looking at the big picture, look at the problems. How can we as a people come together, and rebuild? So it's just, they both dope to me. It depends on what kind of mood you're in. That's just really what it comes down to. It depends on what kind of mood that you are in. Nas, intellectual, dry beats, a lot of potency, very articulate, very great subject matters. Jim Jones, flow, a lot of hits, good beats, getting that money, getting women, that desire for materialism, that desire for the things on the outside, especially for a man, and the struggle. And it's very similar. It's just your approach. Some niggas rap about money and they rap about materialism and getting money, and they rap about their spiritual warfare, what they got going on inside and what's bringing them down. So it's just music, man. Y'all let me know. Let me know. Ooh, I'm excited. Got love for Jim Jones. Got love for the Diplomats. Got love for Nas. Got love for Fat Joe. Got love for everybody, man. Get that money. Continue to make great music. This is what this channel is all about. I want to hear from y'all. Y'all let me know. 250 capital G, Rooted in Music TV. I'm gone.